cleared my throat before, but dude, it feels like I have like liquid in my lungs. Like there's fluid in my lungs. Luckily, I'm doing like way better. Like no fever, almost no coughing, except for like, you know, the fluid in my lungs. And I'm not nearly as sniffly. I've just got like little sniffles. I was gonna play Zenless, but like I've got too many thoughts. I'm funking too much. And I'm like, I need to talk. But talking's too boring. What can I do while I talk? Oh, right, I can draw. And I wanted to retest out these pencils that I never get to use anymore. Because they're kind of like the best. Almost, from what I can recall, these are like the digital pencils that like feel most like drawing with a real pencil, which is, I don't know, like the texture or something. It has the correct vibe. So like it's just really nice. But I've been having like mental arguments with myself, which dumb. Let's go Close Studio Paint. Yeah, you know. They charge so much money. But I'm not thinking about it right now. Well, I kind of am. Ooh, fish. So, I've been having like arguments in my head about like AI usage and stuff. And I'm like, we're all pretty much on the same page at this point. Like, whoa, dude, Squid gets like everything rare and legendary. Squid gets more legendary stuff than I do when I fish. Squid games, mental gymnastics, dude, it's a pain. I can't think straight. It drives me insane. Because it's the whole AI argument, and I came to a point where holy shit, my brain stopped. What the fuck? What the fuck am I thinking right now? What is in my head? I had thoughts and they all just vanished just now. What? I will say, the one thing I don't like about this little brush pack is the eraser. I just don't like the eraser. I don't like when I have to put my little eraser thing over a million times. It's too much of a nuisance. Oh, right. There's like the AI arguments and whatnot, and I know we're all like pretty much on the same page, but I had this thought where I'm like, AI feels disingenuous in the same way that makes me dislike country and rap music, because they always have that vibe of, I've been working in the fields all day long. It's like, no, you haven't. You've literally never worked in the fields in your life, and you just know the country music would be popular, and so you did it, and that's literally the only reason. And the important word there, AI is great for concept art. That's something I believe. I believe that AI is good for like building a concept, and like that's it. It shouldn't be sold. You shouldn't be selling AI art, and you shouldn't be using it to attempt to replace like a real artist. Honestly, in a lot of cases, the studio was so busted after I installed Windows 11, like all my settings gone, and it like bumped me back to an older version of the launcher. My pens and sensitivities are busted. Fuck Windows 11. Actually, fuck Clip Studio. That's a Clip Studio issue, I do believe. Cause Clip Studio gives me consistent issues. So much so that I had originally paid for a forever subscription. Like, I had paid the forever price. like $350 originally to get the Clip Studio EX, the original version, back in the day, back in like 2019. And then right after that, it went on sale, and I was like, fuck. Okay, great. But then even more than that, they started doing the update thingies where you have to pay for the specific version updates. And I'm like, well, that sucks. And then after they do that, dude, so after they, I'm sorting through my thoughts, and I'm like, I have to sift through them slowly or else I just get mad. So I paid for a Forever 2.0 update. Forever. I just wanted it forever. And then they came out with like 4.0, and I'm like, God fucking damn it. And so I was like, okay, well 4.0 seems really good, and these tools would actually be super useful for stuff that I already do. I'd really love to have that. And so I was like, shit, I don't have the money to pay for the forever thing right now. You know what? I'll just do a 1 month thing, and then once it expires, I'll go back to my 2.0. I did that, and after the month was up, and I tried to go back to my 2.0, it was gone. So they basically said, yeah, you upgraded your forever subscription to a 1 month thing, and it's gone forever now, and you never get that back. I spent so much fucking money on this program. It's actually insane. Sorry, I had to get through that. I had to not read chat during that so that I could actually get through my thoughts, because I'd totally lose them. AI is using a fuck ton of water. It's like 40% of America. So here's the thing is, there is a lot of misinformation when it comes to the water. It's super bad for the environment for other reasons, like AI data centers legitimately raise the temperature of the locations that they're in, which is actually horrendous. And then the water that they're using, they are using a good chunk of water, but at the same time, it's not quite the same. Those thirsty clickers. It's good. I haven't felt comfortable drawing at all recently. Like, everything just feels ever so slightly off. Agni's using the other 60% of drinking water. It's true! I'm using all of the drinking water. Sorry, guys. It's going into my 2 liters before stream. I need that water. Dude, I will say, Clip Studio, I have a very specific setup that I have to use every single time. Like these little thingies. For my main PC and everything, I can do it with the normal one, but on my laptop, I have one that like tucks everything away into little corners, and I need it to be like that because I need all of the space for my drawing, and I can't be distracted by anything else. It needs to feel like I'm almost like just drawing in a notebook. Keeping Razzle Dazzle clean. Bro needs his Bed Bath and Beyond. Dude. Razzle Dazzle. He's a special boy. He deserves it. Tell me that little guy doesn't deserve it. You'll make him really sad. But dude, I've legit been just
I deserve it.
That's right, buddy. I've been like thinking myself into like corners and back and forth, and I keep coming back to it. I'm like, AI art is just disingenuous. It's the concept that, oh yeah, this is this thing I made, but you didn't make it. But you didn't make that. You didn't do that. For no reason in particular. I need you to boo Lyra. No, I love Lyra. Lyra's so cool. What did Lyra do? I need reasoning. She's making puns. I love puns. That's why all of my tags are portmanteaus and puns. And how my fans are called Agniters because Ignite and Agni, you know? I like puns. They're fun. I'm a person who loves them. I was gonna ask, what are you drawing? And Krill is booing me. You know what's so funny? You and the unknown would be the #1 individuals who would put puns in my chat. 100%. I didn't even post the unknown image to Twitter, but literally, ever since I started streaming, she like when she came in, she would always say the most cringe-worthy puns. It's beautiful. It's something I'm very much used to. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I don't know why I hiccuped so much. You know what's funny? I don't even know what I'm drawing right now. Like I don't even know what I want to draw. I just know I want to draw. And I want to talk about how AI art is disingenuous. Dude, how are you always getting uncommon fishes? I do not want to draw fish. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't like actual fish. I don't like looking at them. They just suck. They are not for me. Come on, filet-o cheese, filet-o cheese. Gummy sharks? Oh, that's so cute. Oh, look at that. What if we get the cheese? Dude, either the filet-o fish or the cheese in this would be great. Oh, hi, Judge. Oh my gosh, it's been a minute. I guess it's been a minute since I've seen you. VHS tape. Damn, junk. Draw the gummy sharks. I hate it here. Suffer. That's not quite right. Yeah. Dude, I've literally already lost my train of thought entirely. Oh, hi, Erbo. Bear. Hi. I saw that you, like, I believe subbed, and I literally opened up my OBS and I saw that it said you subbed and was like, oh, interesting. Well, hi, welcome. Draw Razzle Dazzle is a gummy. I'm so excited for my friend to play Final Fantasy 14 with me for the first time. Dude, I went to go play it, like re-download it, and Steam would not let me download the trial for my life. And then I went to go download the trial off the original site, and it needed me to log into a new account to download the trial. But dude, I was so salty. I didn't want to go through the effort, so I don't have it right now. I've played it literally once. Dude, I've been like staring at this one model made by a really amazing rigger that I can't get out of my head. Manifest cheese. That's not cheese. It is orange though. Final Fantasy account set up. The first raid boss of the game. It's such a pain. Did you know Final Fantasy is based on a true story? Wow, what a story that I wasn't paying attention to when I started playing. Joel the Sturgeon. I'm sorry, you got Joel the sturgeon? Not just a sturgeon. Joel the sturgeon. Huh. Okay. I'm intimately knowledgeable of that process, dude. It's such a horrible process. I hate it. Damn, now we got fish names. True. Red Eye Fish. Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV? With the expanded free trial, which you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn and award-winning Heavensward and thrilling Stormblood expansions up to level 70 for free with no restrictions on playtime. Dude, I do not, like, here's the thing, when I made my account for Final Fantasy XIV, it's an account under my name, Agniters, and I made it this giant buff. I can't remember what race it is, but it's like the orc race, I think. And I just made him huge and like buff and like bright red hair. I don't know what was going through my mind, but I was like, yeah, this makes sense for me. Yeah. Romans are based. Here's the thing. I was tempted by the dragon guy as well, but I ended up not going with him just because I was so upset with how small the female dragons were. Being a dragon would be so cool and perfect, but they're so small. The guys are so big, but the girls are so small. You want a cool fish? Well, you got a koi. Kois are cool. Dude, I'm glad everybody's loving the fish redeem. I've been like low-key out of it all of yesterday and kind of today. Shout out to fish. Let's go. Fishes. There we go. That's a little better. Shout out to throwing things. Coffee cup. There we go. That's better. There's also now buff furry cat ladies. Yo, oh my god. For real though? Shout out to shoutouts. Dude, wait, buff furry cat ladies. Bro, you're tempting me right now. I'm gonna be so real. If I'm able to get that, if I can get one of those cat ladies, that might be what pushes me to play again. Cause holy shit. Yeah, they're female Hrothgars. They're from the latest expansion. Bet. Have I ever told you about my D&D character? No, I don't think so.
Shout out to shouting out shoutouts. Shout out.
Hell yeah, that's right, Razzle Dazzle. Gotta go through all the steps of the process. She's a Catwoman bard. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Send pics? Yes! Gotta attack Lyra? No! did she do? I just realized Razzle Dazzle is in front of me. There you go. Oh my gosh. He's helping hide the body. I just realized Razzle Dazzle rules and I love him. Hell yeah, everybody should love him. He's literally the best. I'm like I just have like no energy, and I think part of it is still just that I'm recovering. God, I don't like how this looks. I don't know what I want to draw. That's like the easiest thing for me is just like I don't know. Dude, I'm so out of it. This is part of the reason I didn't want to play Zenless. I'm just so out of it. I mean, when are we doing a Final Fantasy online stream with the crew? I don't want to stream Final Fantasy. I'm not good at that game. All I do is grind. I'm not an entertaining Final Fantasy player. All I do is I just enjoy doing the grind, and that's it. I am now in crippling points debt. I can no longer fish. And that's when you go into bit debt, because every single bit triggers a fish as well. So if you use a single bit, it goes directly to fish. No one's good at Final Fantasy. I disagree. There are people who are good at it, and it's not me, and I hate sucking. Oh my gosh, I do need to play Yakuza. I actually do need to play Yakuza at some point. I just don't know when. That's why you do it with a party. All the VTubers in your company should have a clan. Dude, for real? Donates 5,000 bits at one at a time, and you can do that. We'll make you an entertaining Final Fantasy streamer yet. Ah, yeah. And when you need to tell me, you need to tell me when you're playing. Because there's co-op modes and I need to try some homies to try it out with. I played Final Fantasy with one person. I went online with one person and I realized I liked playing by myself more because I liked the grind. And that's the issue. Because I was having I played like an entire day for like 2 whole days I played. And then the 3rd day I went to play and I went online with this person who wanted to hang out, and oh my god, I hated it. It was the worst. It was so boring for me. It was so lame in my brain, and I'm like, this sucks. Why are we doing this? Co-op mods? Hold on, buff cat lady. I gotta check this. Ooh! I do love that. Okay. I absolutely do love that. That's fucking awesome. Hell yeah. Let's go buff furry women. Maybe I'll draw with a pen. Yeah, let's draw with a pen for a bit. I think they've been going back and making it possible to solo nearly the entire game up to the latest content. That's hilarious because here's the thing. If it got to a point where I was no longer able to play it all by myself, I'd just stop playing. Because that happened with a different MMO I started. I can't remember what it was, but it was like... It was It was like an anime-styled MMO, and I was enjoying playing it, but I didn't want to co-op because I hate co-op. I feel so bad playing co-op when I know I'm not the best possible player. And so I got to this point, and it came to one of the levels, and it's almost impossible to beat if you don't co-op. And so I ended up really hating it. Have I ever played Habba Hotel? No, but I did play Club Penguin and Pop Tropica. I remember Pop Tropica so vividly. I played that one a lot. I also played like Neopets and Webkins and stuff. Ads shit. I wish I could think of like, okay, I don't like this pen right now. I just want pen. There. My streamer goated? That's my Oshi. Nah, it sucks to solo it all. You should always find peeps to play with, but you're not SOL if your friends can't run with you for a main story dungeon. Yeah. Fuck it, I'm doing it. Oh yeah, there's Moshi Monsters. I never played Moshi Monsters though. I think it was they're coming back. Jesus. What's an Oshi? It's like your top favorite streamer. Like your top favorite VTuber. The word Oshi in like Japanese like means to push. And so it's used in idol culture. So when you're picking your favorite, you would call them your Oshi because they're the one you're pushing like up. There should be an app to find people to hang with while you grind on games. It would be called Grinder. Oh, genius. You're absolutely my Oshi Brodio. Hell yeah. I will say, it's been like a minute. Dude. There's so many things I want to say that like I go to say them, but I have more thoughts that pop up in the back of my head, and I want to say those too at the exact same minute, and it makes me so angry. I'm so infuriating to deal with in my own head. Oshi is your favorite idol / VTuber who you support above all others. Yeah. I know there's another term which is like Kami Oshi, which is supposed to be even higher than your standard Oshi. It's like your number one Oshi of Oshis, the Oshi you love above all your other Oshis. I think, but I haven't entirely learned Kamiyoshi yet. I hate having more thoughts. Too many thoughts, dude. It's the thoughts that disrupt my current thought, and that's what annoys me. Kami like divine? I think so. Oh. Whoa, thank you for the sub, Judge. Holy shit. 6 months in advance. Bro. I said a cuss. Apologies. I think motherfucker's fine. Jesus. Okay, well, thank you very much, Judge. Discounts. That's so fair. Apparently the unknown did the same thing. She did it for 3 months because there was a 40% off. Though it's been watered down now. I think a lot think you're able to have any number of Oshis, which is wrong. Oshi is originally meant to be a commitment. You only have a new Oshi if your Oshi ceases to exist. Then you have a Kami Oshi for the one who will forever be your favorite, which is valid. I will make this statement. I have the issue of like, I have my Oshi, but they were not super active and it was really hard to get to their streams. And so they are still my number one, but I just can never get to them. And then there was the one that I was able to get to. I love their content. I love them almost as much as my Oshi, but and so I would tend to call them like my backup Oshi per se, but my number one was Yusan, and so they were my favorite before things and after things, and now they're currently having to step away, and I hope they take care of themselves, but dude, it threw me off. I'm looking at all of these. Case Oshi. You know what? Queso is a valid Oshi. Like, I love y'all in Mythics, but my Kamiyoshi is Kiryu Koko, which is so valid. No, that's so fair. Yusan, what a treasure. For real. I remember when Yusan first became a VTuber, I was like, wait a minute, I recognize that voice. But I recognized them because I recognized, like, them from stuff they had done previously. I was a fan of them before being a VTuber, and I was really, like, shocked. Because I was like, wait a minute, I know that voice, and I just couldn't place it. I was like, what? But now that I do know, like, that they've moved on to this, it was one of those things. Did you see the video of Ado reacting to Yusan's covers? I did. It was so cool. I love that Yusan was able to, like, continue pursuing the stuff that they love as a VTuber, and that they had the space to be able to do that. And I really do hope they get better right now. You know, that they're able to rest and be well. Dude, it's been a whole thing. Ado is also a goddamn treasure. She is. She's such an amazing singer, and the fact that she is, like, she's very aware of who she is as an individual, and she still puts her effort forth as not only as like as a singer. She isn't just viewing herself as a singer. She pays attention to the things that she's saying and what she's singing, and, like, she's conscientious of, you know what, she's a person. She's a real person, and she acts like it. And I appreciate that. Sometimes you find people who are really cool and awesome, and they do amazing things, but then they just can't recognize that they are also just a person. Some people forget that. Toy is my Gami Oshi? What is a Gami Oshi? I don't know what to draw. I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm seriously sitting here like, the fuck do I draw? I'm like, I worry that my work is boring and I just don't know what to do, but I want to draw, but I don't know what to draw. Are you still talking to chat? I draw myself all the time. I do nothing but draw Agni when I'm off stream. It drives me crazy, low key. All I do is draw Agni and stuff. Ado's tweets are an experience to read sometimes. I don't go on Twitter almost ever. Draw you talking to chat? It's been a while since I've drawn you. Oh, what I want. I want to work on things, but I don't want to do anything. Dude, I'm about to make this a just chatting stream because I am so out of it, and all I can do is yap. I'm just yapping. It's a yapping day. In Japanese, gami is often the voiced form of kami, meaning paper, as seen in origami. or God spirit, but it can also mean hair or be the verb suffix for biting, while a different gami means high class, graceful, showing context and kanji are key. So what do you mean? I think yapping is what most people like about streamers, but the issue is like my voice is really out of it, and I'm out of it, and my brain is gone, and I'm so frustrated because I want to do more things that are entertaining and like high energy because I know people like it, but I just don't have the energy in me for it. Like, I was gonna play Zenless, but I knew it wasn't gonna be the same because I just don't have the energy to push things the way that I want to push them. And I wanted to set up another presentation stream, but then last time somebody made the comment of like, this is just a summary, and now I can't get it out of my head. I'm like, oh my god, for so long I've just been doing these presentations that are literally just summaries, and I'm losing my mind. Agni, that is what we kill streaming for you. Oh, dude. I don't know, man. It drives me insane. I want to be doing more, and I just worry that what I do and what I'm streaming isn't enough. I need to stop thinking about it. Too focused on what if and not the now. Here's the issue is like, it's because now, well, previously all of my presentations and whatnot were easy to say. I loved my presentations. I love doing my presentations because I'm able to yap and talk about something I love dearly. But fuck that. I was about to allow it myself because that is the funniest phrase. Please tell me I got auto-modded because I said wiener and not fuck. It highlighted the whole phrase of fuck that wiener. It had an issue with the whole phrase of fuck that wiener. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. I missed a couple of things. If I've learned anything from Vsauce, the streaming community, is that do whatever you feel like doing and don't do what you think will be popular because it'll just tire you out. That's so true, actually. What was it supposed to be besides a summary and several long hour yap session gushing over favorite series? It was, I never really thought of it as a summary. I was legitimately just like, it was the thought of explaining why something is good to me so that other people will like it, because I know that I have good energy about it, and if I have good energy about it, then hopefully somebody will see that and go, oh man, that sounds fun, I'll watch it, sort of thing. That's what we were there for. I get that, but in my brain, it's just that whole thought of like, I worry that if it's just a summary, then it can be replaced by someone else. And if it's like just covering everything, that's why I've always been super careful about trying not to cover everything that happens in the story, because then you can go watch it yourself and still enjoy it and still see things that I didn't tell you about. Not just any wiener, that wiener. Pushcott has spoken. Wiener. Sharing your interests is always fucking cool, regardless of how people react. Like, some people might not fuck with it, and then they could just move on. It's true, it's true. It's just easier when, like, I'm not thinking about numbers, but I've been very much on the side of thinking about numbers, just because I'm worried about the speed at which I can push myself to grow and reach a larger audience. I don't know. I'm very much, I don't know. Perhaps I am greedy. Turn off the view count, man. I can't. I feel guilty not knowing. It makes me so anxious because I always fear that I'm missing something. That having the information of how many people are in at any given time tells me what people are interested in, and when people leave tells me when I have lost people's attention. As someone who literally will not shut the fuck up about my passions, I also appreciate someone who just wants to talk about the things they love. That's the sort of person I am. I like listening to people who talk about the things they like, and so I will literally end up sitting down and listening to people talk about things they like. That's why I always try and bring up stuff that I know people like when I'm around them, and I'll try and engage conversations with people on the things that I know they like and things that I would hope that they would like, so that I can like be like, oh yeah, I like these things too, you know? I want to build a connection. I'm that sort of person. I mean, Jerma, Vinny, and Joel, Vine Sauce all do the silliest shit and they get massive numbers. I love Final Fantasy, and Squid is not getting ready to shoot me. I absolutely, it's one of those things of, they do, I will say, Jerma, I don't know what it is, but every time he talks about fucking earwigs, it lives rent-free in my brain, this little animation of him with all the earwigs dancing around his house, and I'm like, earwigs are literally the grossest ones ever. Of all the bugs to like say that are just little guys and I'm just gonna take them outside, earwigs, really? Those things are so nasty. And I think that one thing that I do have up on myself is, at least I have passion in most of the things I talk about. I've got too much passion in some cases. I've got too much passion about onions. I hate onions, so much so that I could yap for a full hour about what's wrong with onions. And I think that might be a problem, but also, you can't stop me. I'm genuinely concerned for Jerma's sanity. Jerma is... You know what? Yeah, that's valid. Low-key, you had me threatening the managers with a 3-hour-long video about the lore and storytelling on Agni. I'm gonna do it. Dude, it's so funny. Agni Onion, like, the Teto pair went. Are you insinuating, like, me drawn as an onion? I want you to know. I will... Redacted. That's the one thing I can't do. I hate onions. I despise onions. They are so disgusting. They're nasty. You know... Okay, so allow me to tell you a little story about fucking pizza, okay? We had a fucking pizza delivery. Have you ever had a buffalo chicken pizza? They're tasty as hell. They got chicken and a ton of nice tasty buffalo sauce all over them. So good. You know what doesn't come on that? Fucking onions. You don't put onions on that pizza. You don't put onions with chicken. It's not good, okay? And so, when we went to order that pizza, because that pizza place literally always put onions on every single one of our pizzas, and we all hate onions, and here's the thing, the unknown is literally allergic to onions. She like has little thingies that come out on her hands. She has little hive thingies that comes up on her hands, and it's awful, and they put onions on our pizza every single time. And so we literally get this pizza, and it's like, okay, well, this pizza doesn't come with onions. You can't have onions. It would literally ruin the flavor profile of this pizza. So, you know, we don't have to worry about it on this one. And then we get our pizza, and it's covered in fucking onions! I'll get Squid a nice drink. You know it doesn't come on pizza. A nice dress. Yippee. Chat, I think she doesn't like onions. Have you asked? Here's the thing. I despise onions, and in every situation where I can avoid them, I will. Because I don't know what it is. I don't know why people put it in soup. I don't know why they feel the need to put it in anything. It doesn't taste good. It tastes bad. Okay? It tastes terrible. They taste gross, and then they crunch weird, and it feels icky in your mouth, and then when you cut them, they burn anyway. So like, why even like onions? Just throw them away. They suck. Have you threatened violence? I would like to. What about burger? No! Bad. You know what you get crunch for on burger? Actually, I don't really like lettuce that much either, but if you really want crunch, lettuce is good for it. But I think, honestly, spinach is definitely more my style, even when it comes to, like, burgers. But that's why I like wraps a little bit more than burgers, because you put spinach on a wrap and it's really good. But I don't like lettuce, because it's just crunch, all water, no flavor, not that good. I think people have been cooking your onions wrong. I don't care how they're cooked. They're slimy and they're icky. The only onions I can take is onion rings. I hate onion rings. I despise them. Oh my gosh. You take a bite out of an onion ring and you get a slimy thing that comes out of it. Oh. Oh, my stomach's churning at the thought. Chat, are my onions cooked? Dude, if I ever cook on stream, I want you to know, if a recipe calls for onions, I will not touch. They will not be in my house. I will never have them. Slimy thing come out of it. I think you had really shit onion rings. Dude, because here's the thing. You get fried onion rings at a restaurant, and like, you take a bite, and the onion inside the ring is just a slimy, nasty thing. It's so gross. You know what's good though? Fried pickles. But they have to be done well. And they have to be hot when you get them. Otherwise, they're not as good. Yep. Onion rings are odd. They shouldn't be. I don't, what are onion rings supposed to be like if not like that? Because the only other version I know is like the ones that are in bags, the ones that you buy in little treat bags, like chip bags. And those ones are just like dried out, and I don't know. I still don't like them because I don't like the taste of onions. I'm so out of it. I literally haven't drawn anything because I'm so distracted by onion. I don't even know what to draw, guys. Draw yourself killing an onion? I could. Dude. Onions are so nasty. Why does, like... Draw a buff cat girl killing onions. Dude. I could. I don't know. I can, but I just realized I'm probably gonna have to go back and find that onion clip and clip that and post that on socials at some point. Oh, dude, my goals are, I always worry about saying my goals out loud because I can be really ambitious, and I worry that if I say them out loud, people are going to take my goals and think that I'm being pretentious, like I don't know. Like, if people know that my goals are high, they'll think that I don't appreciate the points that come before the goals, or that even me simply saying the goals or things that I want will lead to me not getting them. And so every time I like think to myself, I'm like, I want to mention having a certain goal, and then I'm like, but No. What if it will go horribly wrong? But she's crying because onions. Your goals can't be as high as mine, so pop off. Because here's the thing. I made, during the Christmas collab, I made the statement because, like, we were talking about New Year's resolutions. And one of my resolutions was to, like, hit partner, like, pretty early in the year. But if we're being realistic, I am very, like, nervous to say that I want to hit partner so early. Or even, I was actually really nervous when I, at debut, said that I wanted to reach 100,000 followers, because I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot to ask for. That's a high number. And I can't guarantee that's gonna happen. And so saying that I want that makes me nervous. I get so scared about talking about goals and whatnot. It's very difficult for me, which I think is silly to a certain extent. Just because I shouldn't be scared. This has been a productive art stream. I know, I'm just so good at drawing, guys. Maybe I need to go hunt down my number one brush that I used to use all the time. Or maybe, dude, I download a million brushes from Clip Studio. And so I've always got a ton of them. Let's see. Maybe the cartoon set? Yeah, maybe we'll doodle some manga stuff. We'll see if I can doodle some manga stuff. I call this piece emptiness. What is everyone's New Year's resolutions? I literally forgot the word for a sec. Holy shit. I've got a couple, but open concept. Me when you're not online in Final Fantasy with me. I call this place emptiness. I gotta wait a minute because it's not showing all my thingies. It's taking a minute to download. Oh yeah, but no, I want to, like, also I made the statement of I wanna make a dojin, but I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe that's the wrong goal to do, because that's not even necessarily related to work per se. So I can't guarantee that I'm gonna be able to get that done because I've got other stuff that I have to get done. And I feel like I'm literally fighting myself tooth and nail every single time I want to, like, say that I want something. It's some of the most ridiculous stuff sometimes. It's very annoying to me. Okay, download is done, and now I can go back to Clip Studio. And then I just go, I take this one. There we go. And then I just gotta take it all the way up. Boom. Normalize wanting things. Oh, you know what? That's a personal thing with me. I always feel like I can't want things. That's just like, even I'll do it to myself with, like, even food. Like, if I want something that's in the fridge, but I think somebody else will want it or possibly eat it, I will wait until nobody else wants it anymore. And so to the point where, like, even on occasions where food was made for me or gotten for me, I will feel bad eating it until it gets to the point where nobody else would want to eat it anymore, where it's like stale or it's been sitting there so long it just isn't as tasty as it was. That's just a personal thing for me, a personal problem I have. So my brain's a little silly on that one. Just a little bit. And for being realistic, I don't even know why that's an issue. But you know, I gotta readjust in my chair because I've been sitting on my leg and it hurts. And then my sleeve got stuck to my arm. Ooh, okay, today I have a new chair. So I've been sitting on a kitchen chair for like a while, but how do you get anything done if you won't let yourself want anything? For me, if I want something, I have to do it myself. So like when it comes to artwork, I can't commission artwork and I can't ask for help. And if I want, like, let's say a 3D model, yeah, I learn how to do it myself. That's why I know how to 3D model and do like a million different art mediums, because I couldn't ask somebody to do it for me and I couldn't pay someone to do it for me. So I just learned to do it myself. Because, you know, brain. You're still wanting something though. But if it's me doing it, then it's not as issue. You're wanting to do a thing, but I don't want to. That's part of the issue. Is like when it came to 3D modeling, I've been doing it for 3 years now, and I started it because I wanted the model, but I didn't have money, and I'm like, well, shit. Well, I'm just gonna start learning it myself. Because I didn't know who to pay and I didn't want to ask someone for help, and the people that I saw online, like, I went and tried to follow tutorials, but tutorials didn't work, and so I just learned it myself. I did it all myself and I hated it and I quit a million times, but I had to go back to it because I'm like, well, I need a 3D model. I need to be able to do these things. And I was very much frustrated because I didn't like 3D modeling. I do now. I like it now because I found someone that I admire and whose work that I would like to get closer to. But previously, I was not doing it because I wanted to. I did not like 3D modeling. It was not fun for me. But I have gotten past my phase of hating doing art. Though in all fairness, being an artist was like the one thing that I really did want for myself. But that one was legit because it was like, I think like one of the first things that I had gotten praise for doing. Because previously I had been praised because like, oh, you're so pretty, you're so obedient, you're so good. And that was it. There was, like, I had decent grades, but that was an expectation. You should have good grades. You're smart. And don't act stupid, you know? So it was never, wow, you're so smart. It's, yeah, don't act stupid. But when I had done art, that wasn't expected. That wasn't, they had not known that I would be able to do art. And so that became something that I genuinely wanted to do because it was something they hadn't expected and I had gotten praise for it. And I think back on that and I'm like, interesting. That's an interesting reason to start doing art, but oh well. Dude, I'm yapping about literally nothing. I'm trying to think of more stuff I want to yap about. But my brain don't... Cheez it. It's already been an hour. What? When did that happen? Guys, I'm really just a professional yapper. That's all I'm good at. Because what is happening here? What? My brain is all smoothed out. I have no clue what I want. I'm struggling. None of these pencils are very fun to use. All these kind of suck. No. Man. I have images in my head, but I can't make them happen right now. Just 'cause, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm thinking anymore. Ugh. I'm getting so frustrated with my brain because I'm fine. I think I'm tired. I don't know what I want. I want to play a game and I want to sleep and I don't want to play a game and I want to draw but I don't want to draw and I can't think of anything to draw and I want to talk but I can't think of anything to talk about. And this is why I can't do just chatting streams, because when I sit and I just chat, I end up talking about like everything and then I'm like, well, I can't talk about all that. I gotta stop talking, and then I get mad at myself. Oh, I'm a bad streamer, guys. Dude. Speaking of which, who's gotten snow recently? Because I've been dealing with, so we've been getting more and more snow, and I don't know if there's like a waiver or anything. Hello, how's my day? It's pretty slow, not bad. I'm mostly not sick anymore. I'll probably be completely better by the next stream. I can't think straight though. I thought of so many ideas, so many different things I wanted to do, like I thought about, oh, you know, if I made a live 2D model of Razzle Dazzle, then I could use VTS Pog instead of BikuBot, and wouldn't that be fun? I'm so ambitious. For no good reason. Because here's the thing, doing a VTS Pog instead of doing BikuBot would not really improve anything. It's practically the same exact thing. Agni, our country missile name is also Agni. country missile? Huh? Guys, I'm lost. Oh, I'm so lost in the sauce today. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Jesus. Sorry, numbers confused the shit out of me for a second there. I gotta scooch this. Hold on. I don't know. Hear that, Agni? You're the bomb. Am I, though? Am I really? Oh, sorry. I'm growing exponentially tired with every single stroke that I draw. Every single one. I swear. Some days are better than others when it comes to drawing, and it's just, you know, sometimes you just gotta not have a great drawing day, and that happens. And it sucks, and now I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about it. Oh, I'm so gone in the head. My head is gone. It's all gone. Oh, there's nothing up here right now. Where am I? Where is my mind? What do I want? What do any of us want, really? Oh. Alright, so this is my reminder as to why I don't do art streams or just chatting streams. This is my reminder to myself. Come on. Nope. Whatever. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad, Spooky. I swear, there's just nothing. I can't stand streaming and knowing that I'm not filling the void with talking. And so now I'm like, all the little things that I say, I still have to be conscious of what I'm saying, and I can't just yap nonsensically. Because what if I say something stupid? Because I can say dumb things. You're beating yourself up too much. I can't help it. I don't know where I'm at. The entertainment in me, I think it comes from the side of like being a person who edits videos and knowing that the silence can be very boring. And so I've gotten into the habit of just making sure I fill all of the silence. Which isn't how streams work, but that's never stopped me. Hand. Look at guys, I drew a hand. You have too many expectations for yourself. What do you think you are? We love stupid things. Agni supremacy. Relax, Bohemian. The sillies are why we here. Why we're here. I can't read. But that's like the thing is, if I can provide what I know is the funnies and the sillies, then that's great. That's not a problem. Like if I can yap and I do the funny yapping all the time, that's not a problem, but I can't sometimes. And now I'm like, ugh, I wish I knew more funny sillies for me to yap about. Like if I had characters and stuff to talk about, but even when I think about it, I'm like, no, that's part of another thing that I already want to do, and I don't want to talk about it now, because if I talk about it now, then you're already going to have spoilers for what I'm going to say then. Let us be the judge. All I've got are, like... And there are just some things that I don't want to talk about, because, like, I feel lame bringing up the fact that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a huge Monster High fan, and I always have been. Just because I think that their dolls and their characters have better designs than in many cases, and having a doll that has ball joints, or well, not ball joints, but they're like connection joints, are super awesome, and it's really like awesome to get to see that there's a production that will put the effort in with these dolls. But that's so lame, because I'm a grown adult who's like, I love these dolls, they're so cool. These dolls that are made for kids. These are so cool. VTubers out here being all complicated. Tell me about Monster High, because I know nothing. It's like the Mattel series where they have like all of the different offspring of different monsters, like Frankenstein's monster and the werewolf, and like they even create a couple of them. You know, actually they have special edition dolls that are based on like famous movies, and the Demon Lord was super excited. He actually got one for his favorite vampire movie. They also did one for Wednesday Addams, as well. Like they've also had one for Pennywise. They've had all of these different special edition dolls specifically for these more popular horror films, because it very much fits the side of it. And it's like, oh, these terrifying monsters are now made into like cool, fun girl doll designs. You didn't end up on an episode of My Strange Addiction or something, so liking them can't be that bad. It's okay, don't worry. I'll have Chai chew you out for all the self-flagellation on stream. I can't help it. I have a lot of self-loathing. I can't help but be mean to myself. Everybody is too nice to me, so I have to be mean to myself. Because otherwise, then I'll never get better, because everybody's so nice to me, so I'm not improving. It's like how everybody always says, oh, but your art is so good. And I'm like, but it's not the best. It needs to be better. And it's like, oh, but it looks so good, but I like it. And I'm like, but I hate it. And I'll work through something that I hate just because I think it's not good enough. And I have to sit here and be like, well, they like it, so I'll just deal with it. And it makes it a million times harder for me. You just say it on stream so we can clip it and hold you to it. Oh, the first step is to forgive yourself. No, I won't. Just pulling out this squeaky hammer. You bonk will bonk, accept bonk. You're cool, bonk. Hey, let me let you in on a secret. A secret. Be like Pippa and teach us slurs. I can't, because I ended up not knowing almost any slurs. I had to learn them from other people, because I don't hang around people who are hateful and say hateful things, so I don't know slurs. Worry about what the viewers want to see. You don't have to watch you. We do. Yeah, but I do have to watch me, because here's the thing. If there aren't clips, I have to go in and clip my own things. I found an auto clipper, but I can't use it. And so I have to go in and find clips, and I am the sort of person who will sit down and watch my own streams to find clips. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. That was my shoulder. That just popped super fucking loud. Good lord. That was probably away from the mic. Oh, that was crunchy? Okay, so you did hear it. That's okay. I can teach you so many slurs down the line. I don't need to know them. I highly doubt I'm gonna end up accidentally saying them. As long as you're having fun, those who'll find it fun too will stay. That's the thing. That's part of what I've like. That's what I very intentionally did for debut, is I very much set up the whole thing of, I was very careful of picking out things that I knew I was passionate about and that I would have fun doing, just so that the viewers would be there and they would see me at my best. My model's so pretty you can't. Thank you. I like my model a lot. What would a slur for a big buff cat girl be? I don't even know where to begin with that one. Like, there's a reason you have views. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're entertaining. Get over it, girl. I'm working on it. Listen, there were, once upon a time, I had like 25 viewers at a time. And even still, I was sitting there like, am I being entertaining enough? Am I going to retain this? Or is this just gonna vanish? And so, even if numbers good, what if it's all lies? What if it's a mirage? I'm rough on myself. It's hard. My brain, if only my brain was nice, but my brain is mean. Eventually, I'll be maybe able to be nice to myself. We hopes? Me thinks? There we go. We'll just put this over here so I can get away from it. But also, this is also a topic that I worry about talking about on stream. I'm like, oh wait, I'll pause to think after having already had a full discussion, been like, should I have talked about that? Just the whole thing of me like worrying about numbers and whatnot. I'm like, should I even say that? I should shut up. Oh, because I don't know what I'm doing. Though in all fairness, I know that nobody knows what they're doing, especially when it comes to content creation, because in a lot of cases, like, you can intentionally do what you know will be popular, and it can work. Honestly, it will work. It will probably actually work. Tried and true, I tested it, it works. But even if it works, that doesn't mean it's good, for the exact reason that was stated earlier, because if you are only doing things because you know they are popular, you will not be able to sustain that. Oh, fuck. Let's see. I think it's a very common human thing to worry about. Nobody's gonna judge you for being honest. Doubt. I judge me. I think that this will probably be the only time I'll end up bringing this up, but I am the sort of person who likes to be the character. I like to have the full story always there. It's always, the switch is always on. It's right there. It's always on. Every single time the camera is on me, the switch is on. That's it. And so when I'm on stream, I end up reconsidering my words, because I'm like, hold on, should I have done that differently? Should I have said it differently? And that's why I talk about the unknown and the demon lord and the werewolf and the ghost, because that's what it is. It's everything fits just right. And so I want to keep it that way all the time, but then I end up breaking it just for little things, and I can't think about it. I can't quite put it together. I'm like, should I have avoided that in order to maintain this character? I'm insane. God damn it. Let's go. I feel like I lost my brain. It's why I became an actor. It's valid. In all fairness, I once upon a time did a bit of acting, and I suck at it. You know, I'm not a very good actor, admittedly. I'm a decent actor. I can make the character happen, but like I'm not good on stage, and sometimes I commit too hard, and it's just not pleasant. I think too much about the story, I think. I don't know. What am I even saying? Oh yeah, okay. Here, No, I'm bored with myself. I'm so bored with myself right now because I'm like, there are things I can technically talk about, but I'm thinking, I'm like, that feels so boring to talk about. I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, what if I talk about, books. I have books next to me. Man, I sure could talk about books. But I don't have enough information to, like, even properly sit down and yip yap about it. Like, I've got Dandadan, and of course I enjoyed Dandadan as a anime, and it's been a really great manga, but even still, like, I don't have the proper basis. I've never taken notes. I haven't created presentations, so I don't have, like, a good in-depth analysis of the content, and so talking about it doesn't feel as natural. It's not as easy for me. I got some books for Christmas. Valid. Want to hear about it? Sure. Yeah, because I think some of these were, yes, Christmas gifts. I think Dandadan was supposed to be a Christmas gift, but I got it early. And then, or maybe it was a birthday gift? I can't remember. I forgot. I have images in my head, but I can't make them happen, and it's frustrating my brain. The book I got is called Life and Opinions of the Tomcat Myrrh. By E.T.A. Hoffman. Estimated time of arrival? Hoffman. Holy cow. Sorry, Cheez-Its. I have to assume this is about a cat. Perhaps I am wrong. Dude, now I'm just thinking about more manga that I want to do presentations on, because I've got so many manga over here. some of which I have yet to finish, like the cross-dressing villainess Cecilia Sylvie. Or Cecilia Sylvie. Give me a second. Dude, woo! I love being clumsy, guys. I'm super cool. I'm fucking dying, guys. I can't wait to stop being sick. Okay, Tomcat Murr, the witty, self-taught, feline protagonist of E.T.A. Hoffman's novel, The Life and Opinions of Tomcat Murr, lives a life of bourgeois comfort. Intellectual pursuits, reading Goethe, philosophical musings, romance with a female cat, Mina, and adventures contrasting sharply with tragic genius. Interesting. I'm gonna be so real. It's been so long since I've read a standard book. And I always worry that means I'm just, like, illiterate. And then I remember, oh, right, but I'm able to sit down and read, like, a 100,000 word fan fiction. So clearly I'm not illiterate. I'm just not interested. Hilarious. Chrysler, whose biography gets accidentally spliced into Murr's autobiography, creating a bizarre experimental novel about art, society, and the nature of self through two intertwined, contrasting narrative. Murr sees himself as a scholar, a gentleman, prone to piquant reflections, while the novel uses his story alongside Chrysler's to satirize romanticism and explore the artist's life. Huh. I'm definitely not smart enough to pick that all up. I'm gonna be so real. I probably technically could, but I could not imagine myself sitting down and like, I don't know. Ugh. Like, cause I can sit here and I'm like, I don't even have anything to say because my brain is empty. Cause the concept of being able to, like, go through with two spliced narratives is quite interesting. But at the same time, I'm like, I've got nothing else to say about it beyond that because I don't know. Like, there's nothing more for me to say. This is definitely an issue with I think, is it my literacy? Because it's partially my ability to absorb information that I read. But also, I think it's just like an issue of my attention, like the ability for me to have my attention stay, which is odd because I don't know. I got nothing, guys. I got nothing. I could like make a statement of like, this could be about this, but that's just me pulling it out of my ass. I have no idea what I'm talking about, and I do that literally all the time. Anytime I'm talking about something and I sound kind of smart to you guys, you can almost guarantee you could call me on it, and I could not cite a source ever. Okay? I pull everything out of my ass. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Sorry. I don't mean to be like yawning and whatnot. I just wish there was something more in my brain. Ugh. Let's see. What am I doing? What am I doing? Guys, I'm gone. Guys, there's nothing left in my brain. How can you watch this? Hi, Gone. I'm Dad. Perfect Squid. Oh. Oh, it's beautiful. I don't have any puns to return with. I wish I had smart things to talk about as well, but I don't. And there's like no... Nope, that topic's gone. Never mind. I take it back. I have nothing left to say. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. What the fuck am I doing, guys? I am so dissatisfied. That looks awful. Okay.
Breath Agni, you got this.
Breathe! Breathe! Oh, shit. Sorry. I have to readjust my mic, because, like, I'm leaning over this way now. And I'm like, I don't know what to draw. I know I'm capable of doing things. That looks awful. Meanwhile, I'm sat here, people watching the entire time. I saw you do it, but I don't know. I don't know how, but I saw you do it. She's a witch. Here's the thing. I don't know how I do things. I feel like a lot of artists have no idea what the fuck they're doing. And you just kind of end up doing it, and it just happens. And the way that you do art is you just kind of learn the forms, and the forms are just there. And then ta-da, and then the thing. And you just, when you do the forms, if you do the thing and you do it right and you don't fuck it up, it works. It just works. Yeah, that's low-key the vibe when it comes to art so often. Which I kind of hate, because why don't I know what the fuck I'm doing? I've been doing this for years, like 15 years now, and I still don't know what I'm doing. I can already tell I'm going to be dissatisfied with this, but I'm going to give up. I'm gonna move over here. I'm tired, brain. My energy was sapped the second I woke up, and I am hanging on by a thread. When you're doing art, and you learn the forms, and then people tell you, oh, but you can learn different forms. You know, you're like, oh shit, well, when you did forms, wow, it turned out so good. I should do that. And then you try it, and you're like, holy shit, this is awful. I hate it. I never want to draw again. This is the worst day of my life. I don't understand why that is. Like, now I'm not saying like, I don't know why you would want to give up. No, I'm the person who wants to give up. Like, I've always drawn like these eggy shapes and whatnot, and kind of just known where the body goes. Like, I know proportions dang well. I don't know what it is. It's just in my head. Like water breathing form 7. I don't know which one that one is, but I don't know. Like, I do these eggy shapes, and I just like, I know that the ribs are shaped like this, and I know that approximately like, I don't know if I did this all the right sizes though. And then there's this. You have the tummy. You've got tummy, and so you get extra shading here because you get tummy curve right here, which is even prettier than having flat tummy. And then you get this sort of curve here, and it just sort of lifts this way. But then I saw the people who were saying, oh, well, draw squares, learn to draw squares, and you'll do perspective. And I'm like, I'll give it a shot, because, you know, perspective hard. Fuck drawing squares. Oh my god, worst night ever. I literally hated it so much. I'm like, just let me, I know what the proportions are, I know what this is, just let me keep doing what I'm doing. Fuck all that, okay? Because I can do very dynamic poses, okay? I literally do them all the fucking time. So I don't need that. I don't want to do that. Because the reason they're working on perspective so hard is because they're just doing simple standing poses, and I'm like, it's so easy. It is so easy to just do more dramatic poses. It's easier to do that than to do perspective. And I'm like, huh? Why would you? Sorry. It just makes me angry, because I'm like, I can't. No, I hate squares too. I like curves. I laughed so hard it hurt. Literally, the funky shapes that look silly, then it just becomes cool drawing. How did you get that from that to that? Because, you know, it's how I learned. Like, I started learning to draw because I was a huge fan of the movie Aristocats. That was my #1 favorite movie, like forever ago. And for the longest time, that still stayed my #1 favorite movie. And I mean, even to this day, that's still like my #1 favorite movie, actually. It's so good. It's a fun movie, and it does have one little problematic thing in it. But beyond that, it was the cats and the movement and the animation, and it was beautiful and fun, and the story felt entertaining, and it was just cool. And I had a teacher who gave me a How to Draw Cats book, and in that, it's like, hey, yeah, pay attention to the shapes. You know, pay attention to the shapes that you see in cats. So when you see the little kittens, they tend to be kind of pot-bellied, and so they're round. And then you also see that they have like the hind leg, and then they've got their like the front legs. So they are goofy looking. Kittens are goofy as shit looking. They look so fucking goofy. They are so dumb. And so you end up having like these joints, and you have to think about where all of these pieces go. And through that is where I developed this understanding that the silly goofy shapes were the ones that actually worked the best. Because like it just works. It just works. And so I also ended up learning, like, because for a good while, I didn't quite understand how the cat legs work. So I'd do it like that. I didn't really know what I was doing. But eventually it was pointed out to me that the cat legs are like, they have a joint that goes down and then up and then down. And so what you're actually looking at is this, and you don't really see much, but then you get the round and this. So these are the shapes that you end up actually seeing on the outside, but on the inside it's a zigzag. And so I had to learn the shapes that you see, and then after the shapes that you see, what you know is inside of that, and then you build shapes around what you know is inside of it despite what you're seeing. It's a process, but I will say it's a million times easier to me to be able to do these funky shapes that I know will lead to the body than it is to do the square method or rectangles. Because when it comes to this, you want a rectangle. What you're actually wanting is a rectangle, because you want it. That's too much. Right there. There we go. Educating us. Doing chat learn. For real. So what you're actually trying to get in this situation is you're trying to get a rectangle, because that's what the rib cage is. It's really more of a rectangle. It's not a square. You don't have a square in your chest. And technically you do have a little bit more width than this. I'd say you even have like about that much width. But even still, just working with this, and then they also do one for the hips. And so for that, I have my hips rotated kind of this direction. And I will admit, mine are not done quite right. I do mine a little wonky. So and then you see you connect them through a spine, and so now you know you've got this coming and then this coming, and so you can generally make this shape. But the hips, raise his hand, Miss Agni, will this be on the test? Everything's going to be on the test. You are going to be tested often. Shout out to wonky hips. Shout out to all my anterior pelvic tilt besties. Dude, hips are weird, but once you like learn what makes them up, it does make it easier to draw them. Because in a lot of cases, when you're starting out, you'll see like, how do I draw this? So let's do the same thing that I have here. So we'll do a leg forward and a leg somewhat forward. You kind of have this happening. No. Which isn't wrong per se. It's just not entirely there, and you're lacking some definition. So for me, with this, I will end up losing this, but in this starting phase, having this little extra detailing right here where you have that sort of, I don't know, like creasing. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a very good art teacher. You know what's hilarious? I wanted to be a teacher at one point. I was studying for the TEFL, and then along with studying for the TEFL, I was also studying for NERC certification, which is insane. Of all the things. And then I just realized, you know, even if I'm smart enough to be able to do that, I don't know. It was going to take me a lot to get there, and I had already spent my entire life working on the thing I really, really wanted, which was art, and I was just trying to move the goalpost because I was scared that I wasn't going to make it there, or that I wasn't going to make it to a point that I was happy with. Because technically, I've made it to the original basis, which is to make money from my art in some capacity, which I have. I have made money from my art on more than one occasion, but it still falls into that situation of, if you are only making money from those around you, then you are not making money based on the quality of your art. You are making money based on the kindness and care of the individuals who surround you, which isn't always a bad thing, but it does not mean you are successful when it comes to art in particular. I don't like this. It's just one of those things where I find myself judging myself when it comes to my progress. I don't know. I got things to say sometimes, but like half of them, I'm not even sure what I'm saying anymore, man. Oh yeah, here's another fault of like something I struggle with. I cannot, for the life of me, make a full, like this a full thing. I'm not gonna be able to finish this. Like this body, that's about as far as it's gonna end up going. Let me erase this. We love wonky hips. Let's go, wonky hips. Yeah, I can just, I can look at this canvas and maybe I'm just like, it's the paralysis of the blank canvas thing, even though I've already drawn on it, and there are some things that I've already drawn that are like decent, but it's just not like good enough. And even when I like there I don't know guys. Who am I? What am I? How did I get this beard? Why does it look so good? I wonder if I could still draw a cat. I can't remember the last time I just drew a cat. So let's see if I can draw the Hachi, because she is a big floof. She's under the blanket right now, so I have to draw from memory. But she does this super cute thing where she'll curl her tail around her, and she's just literally the prettiest. She has like, she's super floofy as well. So she's got like these ear floofs. So much so that like whenever we shave her, in a lot of cases we ended up leaving the ear floofs, and so she just had really floofy ears. But in recent cases we did not leave her ear floofs for the fact of because she liked the like buzzing. It was kind of like being brushed, and she does like being brushed, so I don't know. I'm dissatisfied, so I don't know what's going on. And then the way that the kitty paws, because she's got the joint here, and then they kind of bend wonky a little. And then her paw. She got her little paws right there. She got her little paws. There's moments like these where I'm like, man, you know what's hilarious? You know what's hilarious? Oh my gosh, hold on. When she stretches out her toe beans, she has... Come on. She has one black bean. She has one black toe bean. Out of all of her toe beans, she has one black toe bean. And so we call it the one black bean because it's just a teeny tiny little black bean, and all the other ones are pink. And then she has one black bean because she has little white socks. And then she's got a teeny tiny little black bean. The one bean is real. It's true. The one floofy little black bean. I will say, she looks chunky from external perspective, but she is not a fat cat. She is very legitimately just fluffy. That's the opposite of my spooky cat? Really? Hachi because Hachi has like, she wears socks, so she has like the white sock, and then she has like a little orangey gold portion right here, and then the rest of her is the black and gold because she's a tortie. He was a black cat with a white tuft on his chest and one white toe. That's so good. Hachi is just such a little floofer. And her eyes are always freaking huge. She is just so silly looking. And then she's got the floof inside her ear. She's just a little floof. She is mostly black with like orange, with not orange, like gold. It's like yellowy gold sort of fur patches. She's just a baby. She is. She's got the biggest, fluffiest tail. It's crazy. I haven't drawn a cat in literally forever. Whoa! Fushigi Foxfire, hi! Thank you so much for the raid! Sorry, I'm going slow today. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, wow, that is a lot of bombs for a raid. I forgot how many bombs happened for the raid. Holy cow, what were you up to? Holy shit! Hold on, can we do a shout out for Fushigi Foxfire? How are you doing? What does the fox say? Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Agni. I'm a djinn of fire from Mythic's first wave, IolaniV. Jesus. Sorry, I'm like a little out of my brain. Specifically, just playing the ukulele and singing. Nice, actually. Oh my gosh, I'm here doodling. Because, where did my pen go? There it is. I've been, like, drawing a whole bunch of stuff, but, like, the cat is the first thing that's gone well. This is my kitty. Her name is Hachi. She's a spoiled baby. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm just drawing. It's so cute. Thank you. She is a spoiled brat, and she's literally sleeping underneath my comforter right next to my body pillow right now, because she's spoiled like that. Gato Hachi. Yeah, she's just a little baby. And we were talking about her one black toe bean. She has like these little white socks on, and then she's got like an orange band right above that. And then all of her beans are pink except for her one black bean. I don't have a very good grasp on her patterns though, because she has very randomized like orange patterns. So if I can literally go grab like this sort of color. She's literally just got like orange everywhere and then black fur. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Thank you. By the way, I hope you rest well. Thank you for the raid. Please make sure to take care of yourself and get a drink. Everybody take a rest if you need one. Do not worry too much. Oh my gosh. I've been out of it today, actually. Let me do this little band now. Woo! What was that? Thunks. I had a thought in my head. There was literally a thought in my brain, and it's literally gone. I was like, I had my energy sucked away the moment I woke up this morning, and so now I'm sitting here like, what am I doing? What is happening? And now I'm doodling the Hachi because she's a spoiled baby. She's a little brat. Also, she's got like super cute green eyes. Her eyes are so freaking pretty. And you know, I have an individual who is family-esque, and she literally will always say like, "Oh, my cat is so pretty," and I'm like, "Oh, my cat's just the prettiest," and then she'll make the statement of like, "Well, mine won 4th in the state in state competition, so I think my cat's prettiest." And in my head, I'm like, that doesn't prove shit. My cat's never been in a competition and doesn't need to be in a competition because she's literally the prettiest kitty ever. I have unhealthy competition. 4th in state competition? Yeah. Because it's like the cat competition thingies where like they have all their cats put together and like do little races and are judged for which cat is prettiest. I don't understand it, because I'm like, all the kitties are so pretty. How do you tell which one is better? Yes, every kitty is the prettiest kitty. Yeah, exactly. I always get thrown off because I'm like, they do the stretch test and they do all this other stuff, and I'm like, but all the kitties are so pretty. How do you determine that is the prettiest kitty? Unless it's a hairless cat. My sister has one, and well, no thanks. You know what? I think that's valid. Hairless cats are weirdly stinky too, because they're like sweaty. I don't know what it is, but like their skin gets stinky and they have super sensitive stomachs, and they tend to be weirdly aggressive. And so I'm like, hairless cats are an odd one for me. Stinky? Yeah, they smell. They're different from normal cats in like many ways, and so the hairless cats do tend to have like a worse smell than most cats. Even when they like bathe themselves, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. So hairless cats actually have to get more baths. The fuck? I thought they were just like normal cats. Have you ever seen a curly haired cat? I have. Oh my gosh. There's like, I know there's like a hairless cat online that like started growing like curly fur, and holy cow, it was so cute. Honestly, I thought that was so fun. They're so weird, but super cool. I think it's very interesting. It's funny because if you've ever looked at like baby doll sheep and like certain sheep, there are sheep that have like a crimp to their wool, and some cats also have that. And I learned that because Hachi has a very teeny tiny, very, very, very subtle crimp to her fur. So much so that you can literally only see it in person. When you pull her fur apart, you like part it down to the skin, and you look very closely that her shorter fur actually has a very teeny tiny slight crimp to it, which is so interesting. And I think that's part of what makes her like seem more fluffy, is that her fur has a crimp. But I could be totally delusional about it making her more fluffy. It's just, she's extremely fluffy. Like, seriously, people look at her and they're like, oh my gosh, your cat is fat, because she's like actually puffed out to this point. Like, all of this is filled in with fur on her. She is just that fluffy. But she's not fat. She's just actually all floof, and we know this because we've shaved her down multiple times, and every single time everybody's like, wow, she is so skinny. And it's like, yes, she's not fat, and you guys are mean to her for no reason. Everybody bullies my cat. Oh my goodness. Dude, it makes me think of like, I've seen a lot of people who have like really like really pretty cats, but then the cats don't like can't fully groom themselves quite properly, which is the reason that we had to shave Hachi multiple times. Is the floof on her neck gets so long that she can't groom it, and it'll get stuck in her mouth and she'll get sick. And so even to her the best of her efforts, she can't do it. So we just end up having to trim that fur for her because it'll get icky, or she'll get sick, or she'll get more fur balls and stuff. And so we have to shave her, which sucks because she looks so pretty. But you know, I'd rather her look slightly less floofy than to constantly be getting sick. I had another thought, but it literally vanished the moment I went to say it, and now I'm like, I just want to go grab Hachi. Give me a sec. She's literally just right over here. Oh, my legs! Wow. Hachi? Come here. Oh, your toes are out. Oh, come here. Yeah. Oh, she's all sorts of sleepy. You have anything to say? Spoiled baby? No, you too tired to say anything? She's happy though. She's like melting. She's just like melting all the way down and laying into my lap. I picked her up and I held her up to the mic. Because usually if she's close to the mic, she'll say something, but no. Spoiled baby. She's so talkative usually. That's another odd thing, is that some cats just are so much more talkative than others. Also, every time that Hachi meows, people always mistake her for being angry. Like, because she has a really raspy voice. And so when she meows, like when people hear it online, they're like, she sounds so mad. I'm like, she's not mad. She just sounds a little raspy. She's a little baby. She makes such cute little noises though. Here, let me see if I can move the mic to her level. Yeah? She's so cute. Oh, and she's purring too. I don't know how much you guys can hear. Oh my gosh, I'm looking up at how much of the audio is coming through, and holy cow. You're getting cat ASMR. She's so happy. She's just a happy kitty. I will tell you though, she is possibly the strangest, she has some of the strangest desires for food out of cats that I've ever known, because she doesn't like meat in a lot of cases. She doesn't like bird or meat or fish in almost any cases. And the only cases in which she does is when she literally steals it from us. She only wants it if it's the meat that like we are eating. She likes the seasoning and stuff, and it's so odd because I don't know any other cats that are like that. And so like there are these treats where like you can have goose and whatnot, and she's just not interested. She's not nearly as interested. That's insane. When I went to rural China, me and my girlfriend were having food in this restaurant, and tiny little orange kitten came and started meowing so loud for attention while eating my food. I had this kitten on my lap just continuously playing with my hoodie tassels, and I named him Wriggler. Just a little guy. I think it's so interesting. Ooh, also, Hachi freaking loves sugar and pasta and and bread. She loves bread. Holy cow. She is like all sorts of spoiled and only wants human food. You have something else to say? Sugar? Yes. She likes straight up sugar. So there was this time where the unknown had literally made like this coffee topping, which was basically like it was like sugar that was heated into like a harder, like it was like burnt sugar, literally. And Hachi loved that shit more than catnip. I don't even understand, but she adored it. It's so good. And she loves sweets, and she even likes some sodas. And it's really odd, so much so that I've had to keep hold my sodas away from her in some cases because she won't let me just have them myself. Cats can't taste sweet unless Hachi can. I didn't know cats can't taste sweet. That's so odd. Can they really not? Let me Google that. Hold on. I'm literally Googling it right now. Can cats taste sweet? Can cats taste sweet? Cats cannot taste sweet flavors? No way! While they can taste savory, salt, bitter, and sour, they can't recognize sugar or artificial sweeteners as sweet. So if they seem interested in sweets, they're likely drawn to the fat or texture, not the sugar itself. She was very much into the smell, I will tell you, of the burnt sugar. But, dude, that's so odd, because she likes straight up sugar. Not even like something special. It's actual just burnt sugar. That was her #1 favorite treat, so much so that we had like a cup of it sealed just for her, so she could have it as a little treat every so often. And it was her favorite thing. That is so funny. I never knew that. Cats can't taste sweet? No way. You learn something new every day. That's actually crazy. Like I'm trying to think of, I don't know. Why would she like it then? Because if it's just texture, then she would also like salt, wouldn't she? But maybe the smell? I don't know. I really don't know. But she loves caramel and all that. And I am very careful. I do my best to like make sure she's not eating stuff that's gonna hurt her or anything. Like, you know, I don't give her chocolates and stuff because chocolate bad. And also no onions because everyone hates onions and onions bad. But I like, no, that's so crazy. Cats not being able to taste sweet is like, I don't know, that's like a huge revelation to me. Because the thought that this whole time that I've had Hachi, she's been loving all the sweets and stuff, and she just can't taste it. What's going on? Give me like 2 seconds. Hold on. The baby ran away, and now she's doing the razzle dazzle. Okay. so, like, I want to Google, like, if she does like sugar, then why? Why would she like sugar? Oh, Jesus. The cords are in my way. Since cats can't actually taste sugar, they're drawn to other appealing elements in sweet food. No, like, she likes actual, straight up sugar. That's the thing that's throwing me off. I'm like looking at it and they're like, oh, they like the other things in sweets. And I'm like, but it was straight up sugar in a bottle. Speaking of which, this spoiled brat recently got to try out some good real catnip for the first time. Absolutely loved it. She throws around this catnip cat toy so much. And it's really funny to me personally because occasionally I open it up just to make sure that the catnip is still fresh. And when I do, she will shove her face into it so hard. She is just such a goober. And she is still doing the razzle dazzle over across the room. I'm literally looking through every single possible thing on Google, and it's like, since sugar plays no role in their natural diet, cats never evolved the ability to taste it. And I'm like, but sugar, she can eat it. She likes it. I mean, when it comes to, like, other sweets and stuff, when it's, like, cakes and other stuff, I'm like, I can understand why. She likes the bread and whatnot. But... what? Oh, well. Oh, well, I guess I just won't know. This is the point where I'm like, do I just stay lost on this one? Is this just a magical mystery? Because, like, what if it is, like, possible for a cat to taste sugar and it's like an evolution thingy? Because I don't even know. Black-spotted grunt. Dude, I feel like you always get super rare fish. What the fuck? Hachi is the next step. Yeah, she's the next evolution of fish. I said of fish? She's the next evolution of cat. Holy shit, you're just better. Dude, you really are. You really are just better at fishing. I'm just distracted by the fact that I want to fish. Hachi's not a fish, guys. I swear. Oh, I'm smart. Hermit crab. Wow. Oh my gosh. Peak. Cat. Form. She's just the most perfect possible cat. That's just what we have to learn from this. Likes sugar. Ooh, Cheez-Its! What the fuck just happened? Why did I just get hit with a million things? What was that? What just happened? I didn't see anything in the chat. What just... Hold on a minute. What did you just... What? Give me 2 seconds to go over the fucking... What did I miss? I cleared the request and it triggered everything. What? Oh, I didn't know that you could clear requests. What? That is so funny. Holy cow. Okay, well that's good to know. At the end of stream, we could clear requests every time, and it's like a last hurrah, and ow, 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 I just got a huge spasm in my lung, owie. It hurts so bad. Ah, okay, this is great, guys. This is great. I laughed and it hurt. And now I'm suffering eternally. This is fucked up. Once a week would be funny. Just let it build up over the week. Oh yeah, you know what? That's a last hurrah for the week, you know? At the very end of the week, I just get to like jump off. And once it's all over, it's like, all right guys, time to clear the requests. And then we'll end the stream. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, though. Cause dude, I'm sitting here, I'm tempted to stop streaming. Owie. Now turn Hachi into an adventurer. Ooh, I could turn her into an adventurer. Here, let me do this so I can have it on like another layer, and it'll be nicer and cleaner. And what am I seeing over here? What did I miss over here? What is happening? Ooh. So hold on. Fashion baby gets red. She gets a little red adventure cat. In case there's rain. And then let's hold on. Let's put binoculars. She gets binoculars. There we go. She's got binoculars. And let me make sure that these have ear holes. She's such a spoiled baby. And then let's give her a jacket. We'll give her a little jacket. We'll give her a cute little jacket so that she's not cold wherever she's adventuring. We're gonna give it a popped collar because that's totally cool and not stupid looking. And I don't think popped collars are dumb or anything. There we go. Look at her, she's just a little floof. Four bits. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think now I'm going to hop off because I'm like, I've done it all, you know? It's all done. There's nothing left to be seen, ever. Thank you so much for joining and putting up with me yapping and everything for 2 fucking hours because I can't seem to shut myself up even when I'm saying I don't know what to say. I'm gonna hop off. Don't die, it's illegal. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Eat a lot, sleep a lot, drink a lot. Rest well. I'm gonna rest well. And I will see you
next time. Holy cow. Next time's supposed to be Minecraft, so, you know, be ready for that. For warning, it might be a long stream. Anyway, bye.